Hey, what's up, Street Talks? There, Kim from the Eric Street Photography blog. So, the question of the moment is, should I get a Pixel 3 for photography or should I get an iPhone XS? So, comparing both cameras, you can see there's that silly double lens thing in the back, and the Pixel just has a single lens in the back. And honestly, I've tested both cameras and I gave them their due share, and simply put, get the Pixel. It really blows the iPhone XS out of the water. If you look at all the pictures that I've shot on the Google Pixel, what they've done with their computational photography in terms of just shooting low light and everything, the pictures just look so much better. Honestly, I really wanted to like the new iPhone XS, but the photos honestly they just come out a little bit muddy, and they just don't look as good, to be honest. I mean, in terms of a phone, the iPhone is the superior phone. But the practical tip I'd get is don't get the iPhone for the improved camera, even compared to the older iPhone 7, 8, X, or 10, whatever you call it. It's not that substantial of an upgrade. I mean, there are things that I really like about the new iPhone. I like that, the filters, they look pretty good. But no matter how much I process the photos, they just never look that good. Whereas when it comes to shooting with the Google Pixel, things that have really amazed me a lot is just the pictures just look phenomenal. And there's this new night sight mode, which just makes your photos look so good, even in kind of the darkest settings. And I have a longer review over on my blog, so just click the link below if you want to find out more about that. But essentially, yeah, the iPhone XS, 10s, whatever you want to call it, camera, not that great, I'm really sad to say. And some of the biggest issues with the iPhone XS camera, it tends to overexpose the photos. They just look far too bright. And just to give you guys a sample, so I shot a bunch of pictures yesterday side by side with both the Google Pixel as well as photos on the iPhone XS. So this is kind of a similar situation. And let's say, put this back to the original mode. I don't honestly know how it's going to look like on this is the original. Oh, wow, that looks really good. So it's a little bit hard to see from just the video, but on the left, the image on the iPhone, it's just a lot more dull and it's not as nice looking. Whereas the picture on the right on the Pixel, it's just way more saturated and it just looks so much better. It's more contrast, there's more detail. So even simple things. If you zoom into the iPhone XS, the color skin tones, it just kind of looks a little bit muddy and flat. Whereas, and I think this is just straight out of camera too. Whereas if you look at the picture on the right, on the Pixel 3, the skin tones are fantastic. There's more bright colors. Even simple thing is if you look at Cindy's lips here versus here, the one on the right, so much better detail, and on the left, it's just, just a little bit flat. And I've also found that when I'm processing the pictures in Visco or whatever, so the photos just end up popping a lot better. So I'll usually just send this to Visco, and I'll apply the A6 preset. And it just looks a lot nicer. And also one thing I'm a big fan of is on the Google Pixel, the built-in, going back to the Photos app. So the built-in Photos app on the Google Pixel, it's really nice. I'm actually a huge fan of this Vista preset, and it just looks great out of camera. And things you could adjust. You could adjust the light here. And if you want to adjust the settings here, you could scroll around, play with the blacks, the shadows, and all these things work really well. And my theory is that Google has all this computational photography science because they're a Photos app, whereas Apple, they're doing everything mostly in-house. So, I mean, once again, the iPhone camera, it's a good camera, but just the Pixel 3 is way better. Alright, so for more information, just check out the blog. And yeah, so practical advice, the iPhone XS, I got this in gold, I'm just testing it out. It's a dope camera, it feels quality, it's really nice, but yeah, don't buy it for the camera. Alright, peace out.